Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in the house with a Trevor Burger Custom Urban here with me for a review, and I'm gonna analyze the look, the sound, and the feel. And don't have to forget to like, to subscribe, and to leave me a comment down below. That's easy. I'm gonna do three things, you're gonna do three things, and we're gonna be happy campers. Let's go ahead and find out how big this fella is. 6.5, a little bit over. Overall in length for the inches. You have 3 for the blade, a little bit less for the cutting edge, maybe like 2.8, and for the handle you get a solid 3.6, which compared to, for example, Spyderco Para 3, look at that. This is Spyderco Para Military 2, which is dwarfing this little fella right over here. A couple options more in line with the size of the Urban is the Chris Reeve knives. That's the small Sebenza 21. This is the large, just to give you perspective right over here. Also, I want to show you a couple of knives from Holt Bladeworks. You get to see the haptic over there and the Spectre up here, both bigger options. This is probably these two are my favorite size. Like in between these two, yes, you can do everything, and I will probably enjoy the size. This is North Arm Knives, Skaha, and right up here I want to show you a big boy which barely fits into the frame. This is the Kultrotec Svarn 3. Just to show you like a full 4 inches knife, how it looks, and I'm just gonna show you a couple of options, super fancy stuff. Shirogorov Custom Division Neon NL and F3B, one of the best knives ever. So let's go ahead and check this fella out. Trevor Burger Custom is a South African knife maker. This fella is gonna be around $600 US. This is the plain Jane version of the Urban. It's a titanium frame lock with titanium hardware, titanium spacer clip, M390 steel. I mean, it ticks all the boxes. It is a pretty cool EDC because it's light, because it's small, because it's a front flipper, it's sleek, it's unobtrusive. It checks really all the boxes in my case except one, which I'm gonna tell you in a second. This is a very cool made Trevor Burger. Finally I'm seeing some improvements because I really love the LEXK, the EXK with the Warncliffe, the ship's foot blade. It's just phenomenal. They were missing a couple things, like for example the T6 hardware. It wasn't perfect, the lack of internal milling, yeah, and now we got those problems, I mean those nitpicking issues fixed, because right over here we got a titanium frame which has been chamfered on the inside, and on the outside you have internal pockets, nicely done, very deep in order to remove the weight. One subtle finger groove going on right over here. To complete this newly redesigned scales. You have also a newly designed backspacer with a notch to allocate the lanyard right over here. So integrated option for the lanyard into the backspacer. You get a blade which is centered, the tip is safely recessed, you can't touch the tip right there. So good job. The overall look when closed is pretty clean, nice lines. I'm not sure about this area here, but overall this guy looks definitely clean. You have a very nice set of lines going on, very sinuous. I like it. You have also like a simple construction, 2 screws for the body, titanium spacer, and a T15 pivot screw which is domed and protruding a little bit. The 2 screws from the for the handle are flush with the handle and just screwed into the titanium with rounded ends, so they're not like Chicago screws, for example. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, you can check my maintenance video about this fella. You can see how easy it is to take care of this guy. Take it down, lube it up, and you're gonna have a very nice and maintained knife for sure. So check that video as well. Also, you get a stainless steel lock face insert right over here, screwed in from the outside, which is going to eliminate any sort of lock stick caused by the meeting of the titanium and the M390 steel of the blade. So that's pretty cool. You get a ceramic detent ball. You get some ceramic ball bearings underneath, which I believe are from skiff knives. And then you have, there's no detent ball ramp. You get to feel this little hard step right over there, but not a big deal. Titanium tip-up carry only, not reversible pocket clip, slightly bronze anodized to match the spacer and the screws, and the collar, which is titanium as well. So this much knife is going to be sticking out from your pocket, so not technically a deep carry pocket clip, but still nicely done. Entrance, retention, it's good to go. A little bit on the short side, but definitely works, guys. And then you meet this blade right over here, hand rub satin M390 steel blade, hollow grind, functional jimping, no chamfering going on the spine of the blade, and then just, you see the point just drops like this to this point, and then from here it reveals the micro bevel, the secondary bevel right over here. Beautiful belly, maybe 50% belly, straight edge up to the sharpening choil. This thing is thin. Let me take the caliper and see what are we talking about. This is 0.124 for this stock, and behind the edge this thing is thin, 0.017. Yeah, definitely thin behind the edge. It's beautifully done, sterile looking blade. Check it out. Very well executed. I love the plunge grind, it, you know, reaching the spine of the blade. Very cool hollow grind for this 61 Rockwell hardness on the scale for this fella. Beautifully executed. Of course, you get the jimping right here, which continues till around, wraps around this part, because this is the part you're gonna be using to do the front flipping deal that is going on in this front flipper. Of course, the sound is nice. It's nothing special. Very low, not loud, kind of quiet when you close it. When you deploy it, yeah, it's resounding, but yeah, nothing. It's loud. Nothing spectacular. I mean, nothing peculiar. It's nice, but it's solid. It gives you like an really idea of quality, if you can understand what I mean. So it doesn't feel cheap. That's very good. Let's check the weight, because they did a great job in reducing the weight with the internal skeletonization, bringing it down to 2.49 ounces. That is fantastic. Also, it's very good in the hand. It's a little bit small for my big hands, but this finger groove is working wonders in conjunction with the jimping. It's pretty good. I really don't feel any hot spots, no sharp edges. The lock bar has a pretty decent access, so you can disengage it nicely. Also, you have like some material removed from the show side scale on the opposite side, which is going to allow your thumb to get in, and that's very good. Jimping is present only on the blade. There's nothing going on the handle, which is a little bit slippery because the texture is smooth. It's not super grippy as per the finish, but the handle itself, you know, it's not gonna rotate or just slide away because of the nice finger groove going on over there. So that's pretty good. Fit and finish also looks pretty good to me. Nothing to notice. There's no rattling. There is no blade play. Finger soreness is a thing of the past. This is a strong detent, by the way. So this is going to be the snappiness of this thing is just firing like super fast. One of the fastest front flipper I've ever handled for sure. This guy is running on bearings. In this case has skiff bearings. There is no lock stick, of course, because of the stainless steel lock face insert. The clip ramp works very well. Nice tension in and out of the pocket. You see, this much knife is going to be sticking out, so that's going to look all right. I was saying strong detent is probably due to the lock bar pressure right over here. In fact, you don't see any guillotine effect when you close. You gotta have to wiggle a little bit, just give it a little nudge and this guy's gonna close. But this is the snappiest action probably on a front flipper I've ever experienced. It's like extremely good. The closing action is not as good. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not drop shot. The detent, oof, I really love it. I mean, overall the look is very clean, plain lines, minimal if you want, nice touch with a little splash of bronze around the collar and the screws, but the hand rub and the detent are the highlights on this little fella for me. So there you have it. Really, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.